Most people think something like this: if I just earned a little more money, life would finally feel comfortable. If I could just pay off my debts, or get that promotion, or hit that savings goal, then I could finally relax. But here's the strange truth that neuroscience is starting to reveal. Every single time humans get more money, they don't relax. They immediately want more. They want a bigger house, a better phone, higher status. Or they set entirely new goals that were never on their radar before. It's a cycle that seems to trap everyone, from the person getting their first paycheck to the billionaire who can't stop building their empire. So why does more money never feel like enough? Why does reaching a goal just make you want the next one even more? The answer isn't a moral failing or a sign of greed. It's because your brain is specifically designed this way. Let's dive into the first reason. Your brain normalizes everything. Remember the very first time you got a significant raise or a big bonus? It probably felt amazing. Your heart might have been racing, your confidence soared, and you felt like you were on top of the world. For a moment, you felt truly rich, secure, and successful. But what happened after a few weeks, or maybe a few months? That amazing feeling faded. That new income level, which once seemed like a fortune, just became normal. This isn't just you. It's a well-documented psychological phenomenon called hedonic adaptation, or the hedonic treadmill. Your brain is a master at resetting its baseline for what feels like a normal life. What once felt like a luxury quickly becomes your new standard. That excitement you felt was a temporary spike, and your brain's job is to bring you back to a stable, neutral state. So that new, higher income level stops feeling special. It just becomes your life. And once it's normal, anything less than that starts to feel uncomfortable, even if it was the reality you were perfectly happy with just a year ago. Your brain doesn't remember the struggle. It only registers the new average. An average, to the human brain, always feels a little bit lacking. It's a built-in mechanism that ensures you never get too comfortable, always pushing you to seek what's next. Now, here's the second piece of the puzzle, and it's a huge one. When you start earning more money, your social circle and your reference points change dramatically. You stop comparing your current self to your past self. You don't think, wow, I'm earning so much more than I did 5 years ago. Instead, you start comparing yourself to the people around you in your new environment. You look at your new coworkers who might be earning even more. You see the lifestyles of your new, perhaps wealthier, friends. You scroll through social media and see the vacations, cars, and homes of people who are on the next level up from you. Your brain is wired to always look upward. And this isn't necessarily for motivation in the way we think of it. It's a deeply ingrained survival mechanism. For thousands of years, our status within a social group determined our access to resources, protection, and even mating opportunities. It was a matter of life and death. So, your brain is constantly scanning your environment to figure out where you rank. It's an ancient biological program running in the background. When you see someone with more, your brain doesn't just see a nice car. It registers a potential threat to your own status. It's not about being envious. It's about your brain's ancient survival instinct kicking in, telling you that you need to climb higher to secure your position in the tribe. This is why a six-figure salary can feel like a failure. If you live in a neighborhood of multimillionaires, your comparison group has shifted, and your brain is just doing its job by trying to keep up. This leads us to the third critical point, the role of dopamine. We often think that happiness comes from achieving our goals, from finally having the money or the thing we wanted. But neuroscience tells a different story. The real pleasure, the intense excitement, isn't in the having, it's in the chasing. The chemical responsible for this is dopamine. Dopamine is not the pleasure molecule, it's the motivation molecule. It spikes not when you achieve something, but in anticipation of achieving it. Think about it. The real thrill comes when you're imagining the upgrade. You're daydreaming about the freedom that a higher salary will bring. You're planning how you'll spend the bonus. You're visualizing yourself at the next level. That's when your dopamine system is firing on all cylinders, pushing you, motivating you, making you feel alive. But what happens the moment you actually get it? The moment the money hits your bank account or you buy the new car, the dopamine level drops. The anticipation is over. The hunt is complete. And because your brain loves the feeling of that dopamine rush, it immediately starts looking for a new target to chase. It needs a new goal, a bigger dream, a higher mountain to climb. The brain isn't designed to be satisfied with what it has. It's designed to want what it doesn't have. This is why lottery winners often report feeling empty after the initial excitement wears off. The chase was more thrilling than the prize itself. And as you keep chasing and acquiring, something else happens. Comfort becomes the new minimum. Things that were once considered incredible luxuries quickly become necessities. Think back a few decades. Air conditioning in a car was a high-end feature. High-speed internet at home was a novelty. Having food delivered to your door was something only the very rich did. Now, for many of us, these things are just standard. They are the bare minimum we expect for a comfortable life. Your brain automatically upgrades your expectations with every new comfort you experience. You get a phone with a better camera, and suddenly your old phone's pictures look terrible. You fly business class once, and economy feels like a punishment. This happens because your brain is efficient. It doesn't want to waste energy feeling grateful for things it has reliable access to. Instead, it reclassifies them as part of the baseline. That comfort quickly stops feeling special and starts feeling required. So now, you're not just working for luxuries, you're working to maintain your new, higher standard of normal. And anything below that standard feels like a step backward, a loss, which the human brain is hardwired to avoid at all cost. This is how the cycle continues. What was once a desire becomes a need, and you have to find a new desire to strive for. Now, after hearing all of this, it might sound like your brain is a cruel machine designed to torture you, to keep you on a treadmill of endless desire. But this system didn't evolve to make you unhappy. It evolved to keep you alive. For 99% of human history, life was incredibly dangerous and uncertain. A satisfied human was a vulnerable human. A person who thought, I have enough food for today, so I'll just relax, was the person who starved when a drought hit next week. The brain's never enough system was a brilliant survival strategy. It pushed our ancestors to constantly gather more resources to improve their tools, to explore new territories, and to prepare for future dangers. A restless, dissatisfied human was a progressing human. A hungry human built civilization. That constant desire for more is what drove innovation. It's what pushed us to build stronger shelters, develop agriculture, create medicine, and ultimately build the modern world we live in today. Your ambition, your desire for more, isn't a flaw. It's the echo of an ancient survival drive that ensured the continuation of our species. So, here's the final takeaway. More money doesn't fail to satisfy you because there is something wrong with you or with the money. It's because your brain was never meant to stay satisfied in the first place. Its primary job isn't to make you happy, it's to keep you moving forward. Understanding the system is the key. It doesn't mean you should stop striving for more. Ambition is a powerful force for good, but it does mean you can change your relationship with it.